Imagine waking up in a warm bed, reaching for your phone, scrolling through a world carefully designed to keep you comfortable. The room is at a perfect temperature. Your coffee is prepared in seconds. Food is delivered to your door. Entertainment is endless. We live in the easiest period of human history, yet anxiety, indecision, overwhelm, and apathy have never been more common. Every day, you experience more convenience than a king once did, but that luxury is dissolving your resilience. When there is no friction, your mind forgets how to push. Modern life is full of soft cushions and immediate gratification. Now imagine the opposite. The water is cold. The ground is uneven. There is no central heating to protect you from the wind. In such an environment, your senses sharpen. Each movement requires effort. The human nervous system evolved to handle this. When you remove all difficulty, you remove the signals that tell the mind to grow. This is why, in modern life, we feel restless and unsatisfied despite abundance. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation, when constant pleasure becomes background noise and you need more stimulation just to feel alive. Without contrast, there is no appreciation. Without challenge, there is no progress. We have replaced direct experience with simulations. Instead of climbing mountains, we watch videos of others climbing. Instead of learning to fish, we order food via an app. This passive consumption makes us expert watchers, but poor doers. The result is what neuroscientists call learned helplessness, a state where you forget you can act. To restore agency, you must choose to step into discomfort. The Vikings understood this. In the Havamal, an ancient collection of Norse wisdom, it is said, "Soft pillow makes a soft head." Another stanza warns that a coward thinks he will live forever if he stays away from the fight. Yet old age gives him no peace. They knew that avoiding discomfort does not save you, it steals your strength. Over the last century, we have engineered the world to remove pain. Cars replace walking. Climate control erases the seasons. Screen-based entertainment replaces human connection. Apps promise no effort results, while algorithms anticipate your desires. Each tiny innovation removes friction, but also erodes your capacity to cope when friction inevitably appears. We practice avoidance so often that discomfort becomes foreign. The slightest inconvenience triggers stress. Psychologists differentiate 3 kinds of stress: distress, harmful stress, eustress, beneficial challenge, and sustress, insufficient stress. Without enough stress, people lose their ability to cope and become less resilient. Modern life traps us into stress, not enough challenge to stimulate growth, yet endless small annoyances to exhaust us. Without training sessions, your stress response system overreacts to minor challenges. Your comfort zone shrinks until life itself feels threatening. At the neurological level, resilience works like a muscle. Exposure to manageable stress activates the stress response and teaches the brain how to regulate it. The Yerkes-Dodson law shows that performance improves with arousal up to a point, but declines when stress becomes too high. Too little stress leads to boredom and stagnation. Too much leads to anxiety and breakdown. Controlled discomfort keeps you in the sweet spot, alert, motivated, and engaged. Research on cold water immersion shows that the stress response induced by cold exposure improves resilience to stress, helping maintain cognitive function under pressure. Studies on hormesis show that low to moderate doses of stress strengthen the body and mind, creating a Goldilocks zone of stress. A longitudinal study on adults found that muscular fitness and self-perceived fitness are positively associated with stress resilience and partly mediated by self-efficacy. Physical strength translates into confidence. When you know, you can endure physical discomfort. Psychological stressors lose their power. To understand how discomfort builds strength, look at the people who mastered it. The Vikings were not cartoonish raiders. They were farmers, explorers, poets, and philosophers, living in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Their world was shaped by icy seas, long winters, scarce resources, and constant conflict. They sailed across open oceans in wooden ships, navigated by stars and instinct. They built homes in lands of perpetual twilight. Every day brought uncertainty. Consider a young Viking named Leif. At 14, he was expected to join the rowing crew. The older men woke him before dawn and led him to the fjord. The wind cut like knives. They told him to strip to his waist and wade into the water. As he felt the shock, his first instinct was to run back to the fire. But the elders taught him to breathe, to control his thoughts, to focus on the rhythm of the oars. Each day, they increased the duration. Over time, Leif not only tolerated the cold, he welcomed it. The cold became his teacher, revealing depths of courage he didn't know he possessed. We may not row long ships, but we can adopt the same principle in our offices and homes. You cannot time travel to the Viking Age, but you can recreate the training that made them strong. The core principle is simple: one discomfort per day. Over the next 7 days, you will choose one deliberate discomfort each day to activate hormesis, train your nervous system, and build your mind. Each challenge should be safe, brief, and intentionally chosen. Think of them as rites of passage. Day 1, cold exposure. Take a 2-minute cold shower or immerse your face and hands in a bowl of ice water. The shock of cold triggers your sympathetic nervous system, releasing norepinephrine and increasing alertness. Cold water immersion has been shown to improve resilience to stress and maintain cognitive function under pressure. While under the cold, your mind will scream to escape. Notice this voice and realize you have a choice. You can let it dictate your actions, or you can watch it like a cloud passing. Slow, deep breaths activate the vagus nerve, calming the fight-or-flight response. Count your inhales, feel the water on your skin. Remind yourself that 2 minutes of discomfort builds hours of calm. Later, imagine yourself as a Viking plunging into icy seas. Day 2, fasting or dietary. Discomfort, skip breakfast or delay your first meal for several hours. Short fasts, challenge your relationship with hunger, build discipline, and improve metabolic health. Many people discover that energy levels become more stable after the initial hunger wave passes. Fasting triggers autophagy, a cellular cleanup process, and can sharpen your mind. Use the extra time you would spend eating to journal or move. Remember that Vikings often endured long periods with little food. Fasting teaches you that hunger is a sensation, not an emergency. Day 3, physical exertion. Perform a workout that pushes you beyond your comfort zone. This could be a high-intensity interval session, heavy strength training, hill sprints, or a long hike. Muscular fitness is positively associated with stress resilience. As your muscles burn, remind yourself that discomfort is temporary and growth is permanent. You don't need fancy equipment. Push-ups, squats, carrying heavy objects, or dancing vigorously will suffice. Aim to reach a point where your mind whispers, "Stop." That whisper is the gatekeeper. Walk past it, and you will discover new capacities. After exercise, you will feel endorphins and brain-derived neurotrophic factor flooding your system, boosting mood and cognition. Day 4, environmental exposure. Train outdoors, regardless of weather. Walk in the rain, run in the snow, or practice yoga on cold ground. Changing your environment trains adaptability. If it rains, do not cancel your walk. Put on a coat and go. Research shows that spending time outdoors improves mental health and increases creativity. The unpredictability of weather teaches adaptability, another form of resilience. Imagine the Vikings navigating by sun and stars. Your minor weather discomfort is a portal to their world. Day 5, social discomfort. Do something socially uncomfortable. Speak up in a meeting, start a conversation with a stranger, give someone a sincere compliment, or set a boundary you've been avoiding. Emotional resilience grows when we confront social fears. Social discomfort reveals our fear of judgment. Your heart may race, but notice how quickly the fear dissipates once you speak. Humans are wired for connection. Social courage strengthens relationships and self-esteem. If you avoid all confrontation, small issues fester. By practicing small acts of social bravery, you train yourself to speak up when it matters. Day 6, mental discomfort, silence and stillness. Sit alone for 30 minutes without distractions, no phone, music, or conversation. Observe your thoughts without reacting. Silence can be the hardest discomfort. In a world of noise, sitting with your thoughts may feel unbearable. Set a timer and commit to doing nothing except noticing. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. You will meet parts of yourself you usually ignore. This practice increases interoception, awareness of internal sensations, which is linked to emotional regulation. If the Vikings could sit by the fire for hours in the dark winter, you can sit for 30 minutes without a screen. Day 7, ritual of reflection. Review your week in writing. What challenged you? When did you want to quit? Which discomforts made you stronger? Journaling consolidates lessons and reveals patterns. Reflection transforms experience into wisdom. Take out your journal and write about each day. What you chose, how you felt, what you learned. Note patterns in your resistance. Did you dread cold, but not conversation? Did you find joy in exertion? Reflection helps you tailor future challenges and cements the identity of someone who chooses growth. Consider sharing your journey with others. Teaching is the final step of learning. This protocol is not about suffering for its own sake. Discomfort is a tool, not a punishment. You calibrate the intensity. Too little stress does nothing. Too much breaks you. Adjust the intensity to your level and gradually increase as you become stronger. Research on hormesis shows that low to moderate stress increases resilience, but excessive stress is harmful. While performing the 7-day discomfort challenge, adopt the Viking mindset. See each challenge as a raid, planned, purposeful, and honorable. Use these principles: presence over avoidance. Lean into discomfort when it arises. Narrative strength. Tell yourself a story about why you are choosing this discomfort. You are forging iron in the fire, building a shield, training for battle. Community. Vikings never traveled alone. Share your challenge with a friend or the comments section. When others witness your discomfort, you are less likely to quit. Encourage each other like a shield wall. Integration. Each discomfort is a lesson. After cold exposure, ask, how did I breathe? After social discomfort, ask, what fear did I confront? Reflection converts experience into wisdom. To illustrate the power of this protocol, consider my friend Sarah. A year ago, she described herself as anxious and avoidant. She hated cold weather, skipped workouts, and stayed silent in meetings. After reading about hormesis, she committed to daily discomfort. On day 1, she stood under a cold shower for 30 seconds and cried. On day 7, she delivered an impromptu presentation at work. Now she runs half marathons and leads group discussions. Her anxiety didn't vanish. She learned. She could act in spite of it. The discomfort challenge changed her story from "I'm fragile" to "I'm adaptable." Remember that 7 days are just the beginning. The neural adaptations from controlled stress compound over time. Each challenge increases your self-efficacy, the belief that you can handle whatever comes. This belief predicts performance, resilience, and even longevity. Make discomfort a habit. Once a day, choose something slightly harder than you want to do. Over months, you will redefine your comfort zone and expand your capacity for joy and focus. If you have listened this far, you already know that the easy path has made us soft. The science is clear. Controlled, moderate stress builds resilience, sharpens the mind, and strengthens the body. The Vikings learned this by necessity. We must choose it deliberately. Do not let comfort seduce you into mediocrity. People may call your practices extreme. They may ask why you choose to suffer when you could relax. Smile, because you know the answer. Comfort is your enemy when it controls you. Discomfort is a teacher when you choose it. Each cold plunge, each difficult conversation, each silent sit is a vote for the person you want to become. Over the next 7 days, commit to one discomfort per day. It can be as small as a cold shower or as big as a difficult conversation. Document your experience in a journal. Notice how each discomfort shapes your mood, focus, and courage. At the end of the challenge, share your reflections. What discomfort challenged you the most? What surprising strength did you discover? So, what will you do today? Will you turn the shower knob to cold? Will you skip your morning snack? Will you take the stairs instead of the elevator? You have everything you need to start. The Viking path awaits. The path of discomfort is not for everyone, but if you are listening, it is calling you. Answer the call. Remember, comfort is your enemy when it becomes your default. Discomfort is not suffering, it is training. When you voluntarily step into discomfort, you reclaim control over your mind. You become the kind of person who can walk into the storm without flinching, because you have trained for storms. What discomfort will you choose today to begin your journey? Share your challenge in the comments and read others for inspiration. The Viking path is walked together.